So we've been using this arrangement for our underwater photography ever since ever, and we've noticed that sometimes it's a bit shaky. We've not been happy with our underwater stuff, so it's been a bit shaky, a bit jumpy. So we kind of looked into it, and I decided that there might be a different thing that we could use, but not available to us out here. So I decided to make one.
We are Steve, Annette, and with our little pooch Gus, we live on our Venus 46 ketch. Our lives are simple. We're going to sail as far as we can for as long as we can, and we want to share it all with you.
Hey, Mrs. Spielberg.
We've just had a lovely thank you from Val.
Yeah?
Val Buffett. Yeah. Let me read it out to you. Hi, Annette. I've just received a lovely gift from you. Thank you so much. I just said to her, you know, you're more than welcome. It's only something small as a thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. What did she get?
She got a wooden spoon.
Oh, Auntie Sue's spoons.
Yeah, shall I get one? Hold on a moment. Let me go and get one. We send these out to our Patreon supporters that are on the higher tier, and some of our coffee supporters are, just something small, something different, and obviously they're usable, not something you're just going to shove in a cupboard and all. Yeah, and you don't wear it on your head. It's not a sweatshirt or anything like that. You can just put it in your galley, or you can put it in your kitchen. So if you're interested in getting one of these, join us on Patreon, and we'll send you one. I just wondered, is there anything you want?
Is there anything I want?
Yeah, I'll need. Apart from more space.
A few little bigger things that
So what's all that for?
Hey!
Oh my god.
It's important man stuff.
Well, I know what they are, but for what job is that then?
They're for the rear heads.
Not that many.
No. Well, actually, yes. Yes, there are.
You know where to come if you need a spare part.
Yeah, and people have.
I know they have, but we're not bringing other people's spares. We got enough crap of our own.
We bought that the other day.
Yeah.
And I've got some more of that, but I just needed to check that I've got. That's John Guest. Quite fitting.
These are clips that are taken from our episode 108, and you'll see here that it's just a little bit jittery and not quite as smooth as we would like. We were never going to make it as professional as La Vagabond and Delos, but we realised that we could make it better with just a little bit of work, homemade work.
We realised instead of one handle that's shaky, two handles is better, and a slightly different setting on the actual GoPro might improve things. So we couldn't get one shipped in, so I made one out of some bits that we had hanging around, and and that's basically it. And we used the waterproof case because the newer GoPros say they're waterproof, but we lost the GoPro 8 that we originally had because it got wet and didn't like it. This is also waterproof because it's actually John Guest waterproof fittings from our plumbing system on the boat, or our spare plumbing system.
Saw you paint a picture of a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in the
I hope, like us, you can see that the first time Steve took the mounted GoPro down, that it's definitely a lot smoother.
But if you did, I'd still love you anyway.
Still got quite a bit of playing around to do, and also we'd like to add an underwater light, which we've put on our Amazon wish list,
Like I promised.
which in the fullness of time we will order and get it delivered to the UK and get one of our family members to send it over to us.
The same.
By the way, I know Steve mentioned it before, our GoPro, we've got two GoPros, the GoPro 8 and the GoPro 10. Both of them are supposed to be okay underwater up to 30 metres. Don't do it. Buy one of the casings, the waterproof casings, and always make sure that you take it underwater in one of those. We lost our first GoPro 8 due to water ingress, which wasn't particularly good as it was only about 9 months old.
In 7 days, 'cause I've been
Thank you to all of our coffee supporters. It was one of our goals to buy a new GoPro. We didn't want a brand new GoPro, we just wanted to replace the 8 because we had all of the accessories to go with it. And we reached that goal thanks to all of you.
I'd give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd do anything you want me to. 'Cause I love you. Saw you paint a picture of a face. A face that wasn't even close to mine.
Sorry. He's getting jealous.
Oh,
Stop it, Gas. Stop it. Hi, everybody. We have decided that not necessarily every episode, but we thought we'd do a Q&A. We were going to do a whole episode of Q&As, but we did a quick survey and realised that people really weren't interested in a whole episode, and certainly not a live one. I wouldn't want to do a live
the
one.
quick survey was Annette asked me what I thought.
No. You don't know, but I put it online.
Oh, jeez.
So we just thought that we'd just do a couple of questions. So we put out an email, sent out an email to our Coffee and Patreon supporters and asked them, and we've had some feedback, or some questions back, which is really great. If you would like to ask us a question, then please drop us an email at cordeliasv@gmail.com. The email is also in the narrative below. So that our first question comes from Sailing Rumour, and if I can work it out, I will try and put a link to their site because they also have a channel as well. They're a young family that left the UK about 6-7 months ago and are currently in Spain. So they wanted to know, what is the place that sticks in your mind, and would we visit it again, and why?
Well, you go first.
I have two so far, and the first are the Spanish Ríos. They are absolutely stunning. So that was my favourite place. What about yours?
Greece, the Ionian. We've only been to the Ionian side of Greece, but it was beautiful. Beautiful people.
I have one other place as well.
No.
Oh, sorry,
This
sorry.
is my place. I loved the Greek food, particularly stafado. Stafado, I could have eaten it every day. But the weather was great, the people were great there, it's very cruiser friendly. It's just a really lovely place. And I'd like to see more of Greece. The other side, go through the Corinth Canal, and yeah.
My other place was, I loved Vulcana in the Aeolian Islands. That island, I could live there. Yeah, I could live there because it is so laid back. It's like stepping back to the 1940s for me. And not that I know what it was like in the 1940s, I'm not that old, but I just loved it. I just loved the place. It's quite run down. I don't know why, but it is. It seems to have, I don't know, it seems to have been deserted by a lot of people. But anyway, I loved Vulcana and the Aeolians. So thanks very much, Sailing Rumour, for your question. If you've got any more, you know our email now, so you can send them to us. Kelly Eaton. Now, Kelly has been a long-time patron of ours. We'd like to thank her for that. But she is just about to embark on her own adventure later on this summer. They leave the States heading towards Athens, and they're looking for a boat. Her question, she's sent us a few questions. I've just picked a couple of them. Her question is, what is our recommendation for an anchor and chain? And then that links into another question of hers, we thought, which we'll get onto in a moment. So I'm going to pass over to Steve because I agree with him here.
Obviously, it depends on your budget, but we think it's a very important part of the budget. So we got a Rockner anchor. We love it. I'm not saying it's the best. There are others out there, Mantis, Spade, of these kind of new generation anchors, but it's served us really well. It's also the size. They do a recommended size, and then when you read some of the books, they say go one size up from that. So we went one size, I think we went 2 sizes up. So we've actually got a 40 kilo Rockner, which is 88 pounds, and the best chain that we could get, although our chain needs replacing. It's been on there for kind of 10 years.
And we anchor, we don't use
all the time,
marooners.
and the reason we need to change it is because it's going rusty, all the zinc's worn off, and anyway. So get a modern Rockner or Mantis or Spade, or there are a couple of others depending on your budget, but we've gone with the Rockner, and a good length of chain for the size of the boat. So we're a 46-foot boat and we've got 100 metres of chain, or 300 foot of chain.
Have we got any road on the chain?
No.
No, because that was another question that she asked, whether it's all chain. We've got all chain, yeah?
We've got all chain.
And then that leads on to Kelly's, another question from Kelly, which was, she's just, as I say, she's just about to embark on her adventure, and she's a little bit worried about sleeping at night and dragging. Not rolling and rocking, it's the dragging side. And I can understand that, because we were a little bit worried about that to start with. However, with a good anchor and a good chain, and you should really be set. Also, the other thing that I, just for my peace of mind, is I prefer to anchor during the day. If you can set up wherever it is that you're going to be overnight during the daytime, then you've got time to make sure that you are properly set, the anchor is properly dug in, and that you're happy with where you are. Anchoring at night, it can be a nightmare to start with, but also you're dead beat at that time of night anyway, or any time of the year.
It's easier to make mistakes.
Yeah.
So you try and avoid it. You really try and avoid it.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Try and anchor during the daytime. Then that gives yourselves enough time to make sure that you are safe. And don't be afraid to tell people to move away if they come and anchor near you after you've been there. You know, at the end of the day, it's your boat, it's your home, and yeah, just don't be afraid to go out there and say that you'd like them to move, because they are either going to swing into you or you into them.
Well, excuse the pun, but you're all in the same boat, so everybody's got a vested interest in keeping other people safe. You're always going to meet dickheads who think the rules don't apply to them, but they're few and far between. But generally speaking, people are really good and considerate. And use an anchor alarm.
Oh yeah.
Don't totally rely on it, but it's a good indication that something's not quite right. And with all of these things, with anchoring in general, it's experience. As you gain more experience, you become more comfortable with what you've done and with the sounds that things make, and you get used. And there are some weird sounds when you're anchored near to rocks and the chain rubs on a rock. The first time it does it, you can think, oh god, what's going on with it? Kind of something's not right, and after a while you get to know the sounds that your system makes, and you can kind of go, oh yeah, no, that's okay, it does that every so often, it does that, or it's kind of and the more experience you get, the more comfortable you become with it, and the more you can sleep at night comfortably.
We've got plenty of other questions that we've been asked, but we'll cover those in another episode. Don't forget, they're just our views. We're not saying you should.
It's just what we do.
Yeah, it's just our experience.
And if anybody wants to know where I get my engine room pants from, it's the top drawer in the back cabin.
Hello,
Gus.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Mr. Hill. Is it R.E. Hill or
Yeah.
R.H. Hill?
We don't know your name. Let us know your name.
Yeah, let's know your first name.
You're always commenting.
He wants to know why Gus doesn't get more airtime. It's because he's a bit of a wriggler. Hey, Gus?
He's got more wrigglies as he's got older. Oh, haven't you? Can you say hello? Hello. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Hey guys, we hope our videos make you feel as if you are sharing our journey with us. We constantly think about our family and friends as we are creating them. We'd love for you to join our Patreon crew and share extras with you. The link can be found in our narrative below or on patreon.com/Sailing SV Cordelia.
Hey, Intrepid Bear, check this shit out.
Yeah, Intrepid Bear.
Blow this.
They were in the Spanish Rios at the moment. They keep posting stuff, and it's making us all the memories come back of the time that we spent there. It's fantastic.
Not only the places that we saw, the people that we met, and the food.
But the Ionian in Greece. We didn't spend long enough there, and that was only a small part of Greece that we saw, but we loved Greece. Well, cool.